Hi everyone, hope you're having an awesome day. I'm gonna do a quick garden tour. The sun is out. Our local meteorologist said winter is over. So I'm ripping stuff out of the greenhouse. So let's go do a garden tour. All right, bed one's looking a little bit different. We've got longevity spinach, some coleus. I've got thyme in here and here. Some oregano, Okinawa spinach, and these will do really well all through the heat of the summer. In fact, they do a lot better in the heat than they do right now. These coleus are looking a little sad. We've been having some cold temperatures for us. I know you people up north will laugh, but it has been in like the 40s and 50s, so that's chilly for us. These are some rose plants that I propagated from my rose bushes, and it's a little experiment I'm trying, and so far it's doing awesome. I did 6 of them, and then this is another plant. I can't remember what the name of it was, but we were camping and I saw this amazing tree and propagating that as well. So I'm hoping to get a little bit of growth because they're not looking fantastic at all right now. More oregano, some more thyme right there, and the longevity spinach got quite a nice little shoot right there. And these leaves on the longevity, like the younger ones, are so good and tender. They grow like a weed here. So if you are in Central Florida and you want to grow some greens year round, this is a great variety. And the Okinawa spinach there. So let's go ahead and walk on. This is my sugar apple tree. I moved it back here. It's much happier, getting a lot more sunshine here, a little bit more dappled light. This is a copper plant that I propagated. A new lime tree I got from a local nursery, along with this Song of India plant I love. I'm obsessed with it. Here's the loquat tree looking fabulous. Got a bunch of blooms on it. Ready to get quite a bit of fruit actually. And we got a little chatty Kathy over here talking to me. Hi, girl. Hi. Hey, girls. That's a Dakota Kaba tree. Still waiting on fruit for that. You can see I have longevity spinach down here, and they trample the heck out of it and eat it, and it still thrives. So one tough plant. More longevity spinach, because you literally can just cut a stem of it. And I propagate it. You just cut the stem. I take some of the leaves off, leave a couple of the top ones, stick it right back in the ground, and I give it to neighbors, and I give it to friends or family. This is my onion bed. Oh my goodness, you're so chatty. The squirrels have literally, you can see there's a couple left in here. Maybe you can't see, it's hard to see. There's some here. The squirrels have not left it alone. So I've got a couple carrot starts in here, right here. Some mint that is never gonna go away. And then back there are some garlic, little shoots that I've thrown in there. And then over to the green stalk. So I have 3 green stalks now. This one's doing great. This one is a bell pepper that I've bought. So that one's doing really well. I've got some watermelon radishes here, Swiss chard, and I believe this is like a poblano pepper that I overwintered. Here's an orange bell pepper. That one is my husband's favorite, so trying that one. This is a little patio tomato plant I got. It's doing pretty good. These should start changing any time now. But I got this from a local nursery as well, and kind of waiting to see on the flavor. I did take a cutting from it and start another plant around the bend here on this, and so I was gonna try them out before I did any more cuttings into. Oh, here's the other one right here, and it's actually got a little tomato on it too. So they're doing good, and they don't get out of control. So if you need like a small space tomato, it's literally called the patio tomato. So, and we'll see how it tastes. Swiss chards, I just took out of the greenhouse and planted. Some speckled bib, they look so pretty. Some pretty flowers. More speckled bib. These are looking a lot redder, maybe because they're getting more sunshine, I'm not sure. Herbs coming up. Some beautiful purple bok choy and parsley. This is empty. I forgot to fill that one. This is an Everglade tomato in its glory here. If you're not growing these in Florida, these are like a carrot tomato. They're very tiny, but they are by far my favorite. They're very good and they are super productive, and they can tolerate our heat very well. Some more yellow peppers here. This is our Tabasco, which was like out of control last year. It's already getting some buds on it. We got so many peppers. We did hot sauce, we dry them out, we did all kinds of stuff with them. So, and I've cut this down to nothing and it just keeps coming back. I know I've had a couple people comment like, what do you do with the Tabasco plant? You make a lot of sauce and a lot of hot sauce, hot seasonings. Here's a Merconi pepper. Hopefully I'm not getting any white flies yet. White flies are so bad here in Central Florida. More beautiful flowers for the pollinators. More radishes. I'm trying to grow the heck out of those while I can. Some really sad Malabar spinach, but look at that. This stuff's so tough. It just constantly keeps coming back. And once you plant Malabar spinach, you'll probably never get rid of it. This is a Napa Chardonnay. I love yellow and orange tomatoes, so we'll see how this one does. I don't know what these spots are, if that's kind of a natural on a leaf or if this is that copper fungusy stuff. So I gotta check into that. This one's a banana pepper in here that I've overwintered. It's not doing anything yet, but I have some more starts in the greenhouse. Over here, we have cauliflower and broccoli, cauliflower, broccoli all on the bottom. Then I have more peppers here, some a radish here. We have a Kajari melon that I started from seed. It was getting a little angry with this cold, but it's starting to do okay now. I have a bush cucumber. This was the one that was super productive in my yard last year. We got an insane amount of cucumbers off that vine. And then here's a white cucumber. I think I got this from Baker Creek. I don't remember. But anyways, I'm gonna try this. You can see the cold temperatures it did not like very well. And then all these are a mix, all this row here all the way around is a mix of dragon tongue beans and royal bush beans. And they're doing well. They're not producing any beans yet that I've seen. But again, we've been getting some pretty cold temperatures. Oh, look at this little Swiss chard. He's not in there very good, is he? These were ones I took out of the greenhouse as well. These are some carrot seedlings I just planted. I think this was a free one from Baker Creek. It's called Uzbek carrot. Purple bok choy is so pretty. Isn't this beautiful? Like, look at the underneath. It's the most beautiful lettuce. And it goes well with my purple flowers. And then more radishes. And French breakfast radish. Ooh, look at that sucker. Look at that. He is one good looking radish. And here's some more thyme. I ripped this off of that plant in bed one. And this stuff is like a weed. It literally just grows some roots and goes to town. So I shoved that in here next to this one. And those are actually looking really good. I've got some wasabi radishes that I also got from Baker Creek. I think they were a free seed. So we're trying those out. And more Swiss chard. I love Swiss chard. So I can never plant too much of that. And it does pretty well in our heat here. We have some rainbow carrots in this is a fabric bag. They breathe really well. I should probably thin these out a little bit, but whatever. Another Everglades tomato, because again, it's my favorite. I think there's like 3 in this bag. This is a golden berry tomato. So they have quite a bit of fruit on them. The leaves are looking a little crappy here, so I gotta put some stuff on them. As you can see, the Everglades is great. It's so disease and pest tough. It's fantastic. But this goldenberry, I think it's an heirloom variety and looks a little bit more like daintier leaves and stuff. So I'll go ahead and try to treat that. This is a volunteer of a red Russian kale, and it is so beautiful, along with these beautiful flowers the bees love. I've also got an orange mint in here, and I wish you guys could smell because this is so nice. And then this is a Ray Ruby grapefruit, and it's having a little bit of a tough time with the cold, but I can see a bunch of new growth on there. So that's good. Some green onions I just planted from the store that we bought, and then I just put this speckled bib in here. These are the carrots I got from Baker Creek. They are the black carrots. They're called Asta. They're like a blackish purple, and they're supposed to do really well in heat. So we're gonna get some hot temperatures this week, so that's good. Oh, look at my mint, as usual, getting out of control. This is a cilantro plant. We love this in so many dishes. It's so good. My husband calls it the super cilantro. If you guys don't have this in your garden and you like cilantro, you know, definitely try this. If not, you probably won't like it if you don't like cilantro. This is my tangerine, or is it, I always forget what this one is. This is, yeah, my tangerine tree. Is doing pretty well for the most part for this time of the year anyway. And then I've got some rosemary I started there from over by the chicken coop. These are daikon radishes, and I pulled one the other day, and they're huge and they're very tasty. So I planted some new ones underneath to get them going. I think I took those out of the greenhouse and planted those in. My patio's a mess over here. This is a star fruit tree. So this is having a rough time with our weather, but it'll do just fine. More speckled bib there, and then I have a little red Russian, or no, I'm sorry, I think that's just a regular kale. I can't remember which kale that is. More kale. Here's another Everglades tomato. I just took a sucker off and replanted it. This is a regular mint, and this part's dying, but mint will never go away. So here's new growth, and I realized the other day it's coming all the way down here. And then in this bed here is heavily dense with tomatoes, but I've also popped in some radishes where I can, some more lettuces, oregano, some different kales are in here. You can see my tomatoes. I've already picked a few, but we have a couple more right there that are starting to turn color. I'm gonna leave those on the vine since they are bagged, and hopefully, keeping my fingers crossed, everything leaves them alone. My pumpkin vine is crazy, out of control, getting a whole bunch of blooms. I'm gonna have to cut it back. I just wanna see which ones took. I think this one is gonna start growing and hopefully not fall off. And then I'll probably start trimming it back some. And then we have a ton of tomatoes in here. Everything from sun sugar, which is my favorite so far this year. There's a couple that look like they're being ready to be picked. There's a whole, oh, here's a whole bunch more. This is more sun sugar. It's like out of control right now. I have an indigo rose. This one's awesome. I've picked a couple of them and they're still pretty bitter. I haven't grown this variety yet. And then this is another variety. I have it marked as a goldenberry, and which I don't think it is. So, and I don't think it's an indigo rose. So I'm kind of waiting to see what happens with it. If you guys have ever grown these, let me know. Because I tried to pick them and they were just not good. So I'm trying to wait it out a little bit longer. And I just have those in a grow bag here. and another like heirloom variety. I have a couple. There's another indigo rose, a blueberry tomato here. I don't think that one's producing. Oh, wait, I guess it is producing a little bit here. Then I have some potatoes I put in here, just some cuttings that were starting to grow from potatoes I bought. Cut them up. I think there's about 10 potatoes in here, so we'll see how many I get out of there. And then that leads us to my last green stalk. The entire bottom row is potatoes, and they're doing pretty well so far. I've got some tomatoes in this next row up, all different varieties. This one's a yellow pear. This one did, the yellow pear like was pretty good through our summer, but it didn't nearly produce tomatoes fast enough, I guess, before things got them, and it wasn't productive enough. Here's a cutting I took off of that heirloom tomato to get this one started. This is an indigo rose. More red chili peppers. This is a Dr. Witchy's tomato. I've never had luck with that, but it's getting there. Strawberries are all in this tier all the way around. We're getting some right now, but I just had one a couple weeks ago. It was delicious. You wait forever for one strawberry and it's worth it. Some more kale and bok choy up here. A Cubanelle pepper. I love these. They're very good. I pick them when they're young and they're not spicy. I think if you leave them on a little bit longer, they do get spicy. More Swiss chard. What else do we have in here? More of this purple bok choy. What is this? A Merconi pepper. Oh, it's actually got a bud on it. Look at that. I've never had one yet. So I'm really excited about that one. And what else do we have in here? Oh, this is another Everglade tomato. And this tomato looks not good at all. That's the blueberry one. That one has pittered off last year too. And then I have an eggplant squeezed in there. And on this bed, I forgot over here, I've got some peas starting right here and some long beans. They always do really well in our climate. And I think I have some peas starting on this side too, but it's gonna start warming up, so I don't even know if we'll get any. And the greenhouse has some of these little orange hat tomatoes I got from Baker Creek. They're supposed to stay small. I'm excited about those. The mini bells are coming up, and the Lasaya pepper, along with a couple of the eggplants. I got the round one and the string eggplant. Oh, this is stuff I'm starting for my mom and my sister. Another orange hat tomato and some mini bell peppers. This is the Thai long bean pepper. It almost looks like a dragon tongue pepper, but it's a long bean one, and those do so good in our climate. So I'm really excited about those. These are only like maybe a week old, if that, maybe 5 or 6 days. They're doing really good. Marigolds, I took these from a seed head I grew last year. And then this is my onion starts. I can probably take this lid off now, but I'm gonna try again and see if I can't beat the squirrels for once. More radish starts. And then this is speckled bib and some bok choy there, more radishes. So that is what's growing on around here. So we'll kind of keep you posted on stuff, but yeah, right now we're in mid-February. Oh, I have my blueberries I've put over on the other side of the pool here, and they all have buds on them too, so getting really excited about those. Oh, my lemon and lime cocktail tree is right there, not producing anything, hence why I got another lime tree from that nursery. Maybe see if I can't get something out of that. But other than that, I did get a couple more seeds from Baker Creek because I obviously didn't have enough. I got this new tomato blue cream berries. This one, just wanted to try it. It sounded pretty good. I think they said it was one of their sweetest tomatoes, which is right up my alley. And then I got this white currant tomato, which is basically, I'm assuming like the Everglade, only a white tomato. So really excited to try this one too. And then I think I got a couple more herbs and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. I'm gonna get some more stuff started in the greenhouse this weekend and get some stuff planted out, because I'm pretty sure we didn't get a frost at all this year. We got pretty close. I think we got to 34 one night. And I'm thinking we're not gonna get a frost. So I'm probably gonna risk it and start getting some stuff out. So keep my fingers crossed that that works in my favor. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing great, and thanks for watching, and happy gardening.